And basically, you have a tool to manage the care, to manage the governance and the risk. In what for what kind of things?
To start with, that's not the right summary we entered. So we are a strategical management tool. So,
strategical management
and
tool.
for banking and insurance industry, we have it's a generic tool for many branches. And for the banking and insurance industry, together with our expert partners, we created a banking model. For instance, this one where you can hold a grip on all your compliancy projects, for instance.
Okay, so all the compliance is wonderful. All this compliance attention nowadays is fantastic for your product, because all these rules which companies have to take care of, they put in the system, and this system helps to manage them.
It's more about managing the resources you spend on being compliant. So that's what it says, being efficiently compliant. Because as a bank, you need to be compliant, but you want to do it in an as productive as possible way, because you want to spend your resources on customers and innovation. So the other side of this model is that you can use it to execute your continuous improvement programs in relation to your customers and your innovation, what this day is all about.
Okay. So how big is the company?
We are 11 people now.
11 people, and revenue indication?
We are, as you call it, pre-revenue. We have a little revenue stream. The software, as you can see, it exists since last year, so we are still working on our market entry in several branches.
Okay.
Which is banking and insurance is one of those branches, which we enter together with our expert partners.
Okay, and how much funding did you get for the company?
1.5 million.
Okay, and it's Dutch, or the company?
Yeah, it's Dutch. It's in Nijkerk, of all places.
Nijkerk?
Yeah, it's in the middle of the Netherlands. So.
Do you already have beta customers? What kind of beta customers in the financial industry do you have?
In the financial industry, 0. This is just a new model we created. Basically also because we were nominated for this award.
Yeah.
We were working on an industry model, which we temporized.
Okay. So you work with industry partners, say. So who is your industry partner for this particular industry?
For this particular industry, we work with 2 individual experts, for which one is in Desmos. They are expert in, well, it's not there anymore, but in the compliancy world. We have some bigger partners like Conquest or Grant Thornton. They, of course, have a lot of consultants in this world.
Okay.
So, is this, could you have a dynamic connection with regulators?
No. What we do is that we help the customer with managing their processes and products and projects. For instance, well, there was an example of MiFID. So there will be a project for the next few years to organize everything so you are compliant to the MiFID regulations, and that's what we help them manage. So we help them manage the project, not the regulation rules itself.
Mm-hmm.
No, I understand, but for instance, the regulations of the Dutch National Bank and other regulators are changing. Obviously all the time. So wouldn't it be cooler to have a real-time connection?
Yeah, that would be great. We are currently working with a company who has a tool who can do that, and with our investors, of course, to acquire the tool. And part of our growing strategy will be to buy a few tools and add it to our own stack.
What's the team behind it?
What's the team behind it?
What's the team behind it? Yeah.
We are 11 people.
What's your expertise?
Our original expertise is from the corporate performance and business intelligence world. That's where we started. My own and my partner's background is business administration. So we wanted to create a tool, a software tool, which really helped the customers and wasn't just a data technical tool. Mm-hmm. So we want to create a management tool. Basically, we started we were a we were a consultancy company, and we started to building this software because clients asked for a solution with our consultancy approach, and then we couldn't find a tool who could do what we wanted to do, so that's why we started to build.
Always first like that. Next question.
How, I mean, is it sort of like for every new client, is every new project need you build something new, or are you going to at some stage move to some kind of standardization?
Yeah, you can use it for every client. You can create a new model, but you can also use template models. So we have template models in several branches.
Question in the audience? We have 1 more minute for you. Come on, audience. This is audience participation. Yeah, okay.
It's a good condition.
Yeah, and the nice thing about is that we see that in this audience or in the pitches, there's huge amount of women today.
Yeah.
Huge, and also.
I appreciate the effort you made to come up with
Yes.
this.
So your question.
You just mentioned that you didn't have any banking sector, financial sector clients. So what are your clients? Who are your clients?
Our clients are partly in the governance, in the government, and partly in the commercial sector. We have some.
Give me a name.
Clients. Yeah, we have 2 municipalities, you call it, I think.
Yep.
Kerkrade and Bergen op Zoom. They manage their collegeprogramma's. I don't know how to translate that in English. Their strategic programs, and we have some private some commercial companies. I don't know if you know it, but the name Priva, but also Humanitas is a user of our tool. So that's completely different than the banking and finance sector.
Okay, I'll give you 1 more question, because I'm here anyway. Yeah.
Does your system also comply to other regulatory requirements like Basel or Solvency, IFRS, or mainly to MiFID?
No, the model you saw is about managing projects that implement regulatory rules.
Okay.
So we are not a regulatory rule machine. I don't know if that's the answer to your question. But
Yes, that was the answer to the question. That's all. Thank you very much, boss. Perfect.